Hello and welcome to my submission for my Comp3016 game, which was built entirely in C++ using SDL3. I call it the Lost Night. Um, this game, unfortunately I do not have a camera. I don't know where it is, so I will be adding proof at the end of this video from my phone camera of me showcasing everything. But for now, I will demonstrate the game. So once you download this folder, you'll be presented with the exe file, which you could just double click. And you're presented with the night, where you can move around. Unfortunately, it doesn't spawn in the right place, which I couldn't get to fix, but use WASD to move around. Simple controls, and you just explore the town, uncover secrets, and interact with things. Collision blocks work, so if I try to walk through the house, it won't work. Same with these trees, same with these walls. You're just free to explore the land however you'd like. And yeah, this is entirely dependent on C++ SDL3, and I'll show the code now. So here I'll be explaining my code for the game. This is block here is the movement controls, this whole block here. And depending on what key you press, you go in the specific direction. So if you press A, you go left, D right, W up, S down. And depending which key you press, you'll be turned to face that direction. The corresponding sprite will play. And these sprites consist of these ones here. So you have down, left, right, up. And then, which I'll quickly actually show. So depending on which one you press, you'll go in that direction. And then this function here prevents the player from moving through walls and collision blocks that I've put on the map. So for example, you can walk through here because there's no collision block, but here you can not walk through, and the house, for example. Now the camera follows the player wherever they walk, as you can see. But if you hit the collision wall on the left, the camera stops moving as it is come to the player. Next, I'll be covering the window, which is here. Now, this block sets up the main SDL window and the renderer, and opens the game at 800 to 600 pixels. So this window here. This renderer handles all the 2D drawing for textures and colors. And if any part fails, the cleanup function is called to safely close the SDL. Now the main game loop, which is what runs the game, this block here. This one here, sorry. Now, this is the main loop that runs every frame, which checks events like pressing escape or closing the window. And the game updates logic like movement and camera, and then draws everything to the screen, which is why you can see everything on the screen here. And next is sprite rendering. So if we go down here, this is what renders the player's sprites. And like I showed you, these sprites here, more specifically this one here, which was an asset that AI created, which was heavily inspired by the Pokemon games, as I really like the pixel art style. And then lastly, the background rendering, which is just up here, this massive block, which again was another asset created by ChatGPT. This map, which is what you see in the background. implementing the map and implementing the sprites was done manually, as well as the collision blocks, where I used a program called Tiled to make ones and zeros, then converted that into ASCII keys, which can be seen in this text here. And that is the code for the game. It's pretty simple. I wasn't able to add interactions as it wouldn't work. I tried to make it so that you can interact with the door, but it wouldn't let you. Just to go through my GitHub, dependencies I used are SDL3, SDL3 image, and CMake, all from C++. The main use of AI was to get the basic structure of this code and where to put what, exactly, and also to create the background and the sprites, as you can see in the images. But yeah, that's my Comp3016. That is me, just because I don't have a face cam. I'm just gonna show that it works. So if I click the folder exe, it should come up. Oh, there we go. So there it is. When I click the keys, there you go.